Alright, in the previous video, we've been creating a fake camera movement on the top of our shot. Now, in this clip, I'd like to smooth a little bit that movement. And for that, I will go inside the curve editor. If you don't have that panel here, well, you will have to click here and go into Windows, and here you will find the curve editor. So for now, I don't have anything in the curve editor, and this is because I don't have any node open in the properties bin. So I will come into my node graph and double click on my transform node to open its properties. And now if I come back in the curve editor, I can see that I have the curve related to my transform node. Okay, maybe you don't see exactly the same thing as I do, so if you need to move inside your curve editor, you can maintain the Alt key, and with the left mouse button you can pan around, or with the wheel of your mouse you can zoom and unzoom. And if you'd like to frame your animation within the space you have, you can use the F key. Alright, great. So now, what do we have here? Well, for those of you who are used to animation, this may look a little bit familiar to you. Otherwise, for those who never seen that before, well, it's very simple. Here we have the time, and here we have the values. And here we have the curve related to the X transformation, and here we have the curve for the Y transformation. Those little dots here are the keyframes that we created. And in between that curve is the interpolation. So with the curve editor, it will be easy to actually modify the interpolation between two keyframes. And this is what I'm going to do right now. This is a Bezier curve, and a Bezier curve can be adjusted with handles. And here we have the little handles. And if I click on it and grab it, I will be able to kind of smooth my curve. Now my camera movement will start like more slowly and will speed up as we go through the shots. I will do the same thing at the exit point, so on my last keyframe, and I will smooth my curve the other way. Now we have a shot, a camera movement will start slow, speed up, and slow down at the end. Cool. I will do exactly the same thing with the curve of Y. So I will smooth up a little bit here and a little bit here as well. You can really do whatever you want. This is for the example. But okay, this is perfect. So we'll preview what's going on with that. And there we go. I think it looks pretty good. Cool. There is other stuff that you can do with the curve editor, but for now, I'd just like to show you how you can actually adjust a keyframe. And this is very handy. So for example, you can adjust your keyframe directly in the curve editor. And for that, I just have to select a keyframe. And here, if I drag it up, down, I will adjust the value of that keyframe. Or I can as well drag it on that direction and I will adjust where the keyframe here. As you can see, the keyframe here on my timeline is moving to indicate where is my keyframe now. So I made a mistake in the previous clip by saying that I will go to the last frame of my clip, 1089. The last frame of our clip is actually 1090. So we'll just drag my frame there. As well, to adjust the keyframe, you can do it by drag and drop it, but as well, if I select my frame, I can double click here and edit by typing the value I'd like. So for example, here I will type 1090 and hit enter, and it will move my keyframe where I want it to be. Perfect. Okay, let's now move on to the next video where we are going to talk about the dope sheet. See you there.